Hey guys, this is Papa from StreetFighterTradingSystem.com. Alright guys, so on this video I want to talk about the most common mistakes of why people are losing money and why I also used to lose money because everyone 2 years back, I was also a beginner, right? So um, I think that there is four common mistakes that a beginner does, and I have written down those four common mistakes, and I will go through them one by one. Okay, so the first mistake that people does is that they don't have a good timing to buy or sell. Right, so I said on the previous lesson is the moment where you can think about buying and selling is on the retrace. And what most beginner does is that they will see the price going down and they will sell on the impulse. And then they will see that the price is reversing against them, start to panic and lose. All right. So let's see in this chart what a beginner will do. So they will see a downtrend, then they will see this impulse move down, right? And then they will start selling over here, right? And then when they start selling over here, they will see the price reverse against them, they panic and go out of the trade and then lose their money. Same year, they will start they will start selling on the impulse. The price goes against them and they will lose money, right? So again, this can be avoided quite easily if they know that we shouldn't buy on impulse move or sell, but we should do it on the retrace. Okay, so this is for the first mistake. Second mistake is that people love to basically swim against the current, and I call it like trade against the trend. So what does it mean actually, trade against the trend? So we can see that the trend over here is going down, right? So if the trend is going downwards, right, what we want to do is to sell, right? If the trend is going upwards, we want to buy. But what people love to do, right, is that they like to call to go against the trend because they think that they are smarter than anyone. And what they want to do is on a downtrend, they want to call bottoms, right? So what they will do is that they will try to buy every single bottom. They will buy here, right? They will buy over here because they would have thought that it was a bottom and then lose. They would have tried to buy over here, right? So it would have not gone up, by the way. So they would have lost again. Here, they would have tried to buy this. Yes, it would have worked, but see how many times you would have lost, right? So this is the important is you need to see how many times you lose versus how many times you win. Okay, so again, they would have tried to buy maybe over here because they would have tried to call the bottom and whatsoever. Okay, same year they would have thought it was the bottom and no, they would have got stopped out. Same if I look in an uptrend, right? So what they try to do, so I say in an uptrend, what you want to do in an uptrend is only buy. You don't want to sell. But again, many beginners, they will try to sell, right? Over here, they will try to sell over here at each candle basically. They're trying to call tops all day, every day, right? So don't do this. I think that is maybe the biggest mistake that beginners are doing that will make them lose a lot of money. Okay. The third one that I wanted to talk about is people think that they can trade every single time on the market. That means no matter what the market is doing, they think that they can trade, right? So this is actually a very high misconception. And if you go back on the video lessons that I have given, I think lesson number 2, I've really explicitly told you guys that there is some situation where you cannot trade, right? Because most of the time, the truth is that the market is acting as a random. So you don't want to basically trade on those time, right? So as an example of random is so when the SMA is flat, say you don't want to trade because you don't know where the price is going. It's basically on something called a consolidation, right? It's between a channel and you don't want to trade. So going up, down, up, down, up, down. You don't know what the price is doing, right? So you want to avoid to go on this type of situation. For example, here again it's flat. The price is good, is doing like up, down, and the price are very close next to each other, right? So if you do see this, right? So again, here the EMA is flat, the SMA is flat. You don't want to trade here, right? The SMA is flat over here. You don't want to trade this. So if you see this, just stay out of your computer. Don't trade, right? If you do, you will lose money. So don't trade, okay? Now the last one, the last mistake that people are doing is, I call it coming late to the party, okay? So this one is actually one of my favorite one because I used also to do it a lot. When I was young, I used to come very late at parties and miss all the booze, all the girls. And when I'm trading, when I started like 2 years back, I was doing the same mistakes, right? So because I was basically afraid of missing opportunity, and then at the end it was going against me, right? So what you need to understand is that when there is a downtrend or an uptrend, it cannot go forever, right? So there is a saying that says that the trend is your friend until the end, right? So we don't want to be at the end and take a trade, right? So um, so what we want to be able to do is to only play the opportunities that are in the middle of the trend, not too early and not too late, in the middle. Okay, so now that I said this, you need to find a way to understand why you are too late or not. Right? So I'm going to give you two techniques that I use to understand if you are late or not in the party and how you can be on the middle and take good trading opportunities. Okay, so let's get started. On this, we see that we have a downtrend. Okay, so to understand if we are late to the party or not, first I need to understand when is the party starting. So the party starts when basically the angle of the SMA is going down. Okay. Then when it goes down, I'm going to look at the first impulse move and the second one. Right. So I will only play, and I repeat, I will only play the first and the second retrace to the trend. Okay. If it goes past this first and second, I will not play that. So I repeat, the trend is downwards. We can know that the party starts when the SMA is starting to angle down. I will only take the trade on the first two retraces. Okay. So I will only take this opportunity and this opportunity. I will start looking at short, so start selling basically here. I will not even look at this because this is the third one, the fourth one, the fifth one. This is already too late, right? You already missed the party, okay? Example on the upside, right? So the angle it starts actually to move up over here, right? So you have one impulse move, right? First retrace, second retrace, you can go up until here, right? Past here, you cannot take any long. It's too late. You're too late to the party, okay? So other example, actually pointed some example on the chart. So let's say you were here, right? So where does the party start? The party starts when the angle of the SMA is starting to go up, right? So here we have one impulse move. This is not counted as an impulse. Why? Because this price is lower than the price over here. So the real impulse is happening over here, right? Second impulse, second retrace. So after this point, I will not be taking any trade at all, right? Yeah. So, oops, let me go back to where I was, right? So, as I said, I will only look at the trading opportunities that are here because it's the first retrace, and here because it's the second retrace. Okay, past here, I will not even look at buying opportunities. Okay, Maybe another one. So I think I pointed out, yeah, this one. So again, when does the price is starting to angle down? So actually it starts angling down over here, right? So we have first impulse, first retrace. Again, for the same reason, I cannot count this as a retrace, as an impulse, because it's lower than this one. So the next impulse move is over here, right? And then go up over here. So, and then there's a third retrace, okay? So here, what opportunities would I look at? So here you are in the party, right? In the middle of the party. And after here, you are already too late, okay? So yeah, this is basically the first way that I do to manage the to manage to know when I can enter a trade or not. The second thing that I look at to know that I'm late to the party or early in the party is that I basically when I see a move like this, right? So what I want to look at is if a move is going straight up without having proper retrace, right? So having proper retrace means that the price never bounce at least to the 21 EMA and is doing a straight move up like this, right? So I will, if it does this, right, I will not try to go long, right, because it did already a huge move to the upside. And basically, even though it retraced over here, so let's say here you have seen this, right? You have seen this huge up move. And what you are starting to look at is, does it retrace to the 21? It does, but do we want to enter? No, because it already did a huge move to the upside without any retrace, right? So we don't want to take any buying opportunities over here because we're already too late, guys, cannot come. Another example here on the downside, right? So you can see again the price is shooting down without even retracing. So it retraced one time over here, but still you see that the retrace is like two candles. And then if you had to sell over here, this candle is shit, right? So you don't want to go in this candle to short, okay? So those are the two ways where I basically avoid looking at, I would say, selling opportunities because we are too late, right? Or buying opportunities because we are too late. So I hope it makes sense. Before I wrap up the video, right, I wanted to say something, is that you will see that if you take into account all the rules that I've given during this basically course, right, you will not have many opportunities. You will actually have few. It might go against your belief because you can see many scam videos where they are showing that they can make millions with indicators and promise you like one signal per day. But the truth is that you will most probably have many days not trading at all, right? So you will trade zero, have zero money. So if you want to get consistent income every day, you probably need to find a real job because trading will not bring you that, right? But what trading will bring you is consistent money over weeks, months, or even years, right? So that's it for the lesson of today. I'll see you on the next lesson.